The only reason why I'm on here talking about like all this stuff is because I see what Krishan Rock is going through. And I don't pay attention to none of that, but it's always on, like the news feed or the feed and stuff. And you know what I learned? This is a gem for you, for anybody. Like in this world, it's not about your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your mom, your dad, your grandma, your grandpa, your aunts, your uncles, your kids, your family, your children, your parents, your husband, your wife, your job, your career, your poverty, your Section 8, your affiliates, whatever groups you belong to, whatever organizations you belong to. Doesn't matter about that. You know, once you make Jesus, it's not even like a choice, I don't feel like. Well, it is to everybody, but for me, I I look at this life and I think like you have to put Jesus above everything. The drugs, the sex, the fears, the the manipulation, the competition. Oh my gosh. Acknowledge him in all that you do. It's about Jesus Christ of Nazareth. And it's not about, I was so big on that 12 tribes of Israel, I'm from the tribe of Benjamin, the royal bloodline and all this and that. You know, my seat can get taken from me if well, I don't know. I don't know if it can or if it can't, but if I get to acting crazy, best believe, like, but I never envy it because God always has his way of showing me, like, oh, you think that nightlife that you're missing out on is better than being in here with me in safety with me? You really think that? Let me show you something. Let me show you something. And then and then it says, what does a man gain if he loses his soul and gains the world? You know, what do you gain if you have everything you want and need, but yet you're soulless? You don't have a soul. You don't look forward to eternity. You don't look forward to the afterlife with Jesus. You don't look forward, you know. I'm not coming on here and saying I'm perfect. And I just seek Jesus and I talk to him all day long. I don't. But and like with Krishan Rock, that thing that I was just getting at, like she look at how focused on Blueface and Jaden. Krishan literally is obsessed with Jaden. She's obsessed with Blueface. He treats her like crap. Everybody can see it. We all can discern what the hell is going on in this dynamic, right? She's obsessed with Jaden, copied all her tattoos, copies all of, you know, and so focused on that. And she wanted to be She wanted to be the one that was standing on the top. She took out, whatever she did, it doesn't even matter. But and then had she did away with Blueface, put all the drugs and the drinking and the partying and hooking up with all those random guys, like, and just focused on her little baby and her music career, I guess, who am I to say that about her? But this is like it's like showing me like her life scares me. And this life, it's not like I'm afraid of this life or whatever, but I've seen the things that they do to people early on back there. And I was like, this is what they do. This is what they like to do to people, like behind the scenes. This is what they get a kick out of. Pure demonic. If you ask me, it's pure demonic. I knew then what I know now. And if you don't want to lay your whole life down and and seek Jesus for all that he is, read his word. I would tell you to join a church, but because I found some really nice, amazing people at churches. I have, you know, but other times you find people that it's like all comparison again. It's all competition or comparison or something, and it's like I don't know if that's not in the Bible to me, right? Anyway, they could probably say something about me. I don't care. But I love them regardless, and I pray for them, and I forgive them. And I pray that they would forgive me too if I ever said anything. But that's what this life taught me, is that because like in Krishan Rock's situation, she literally has a team of people that are around her that don't care nothing about her. If you listen to those Twitch videos, they were talking, but right as she's on the phone out there, they're talking right about her, like they were observing the whole thing right in front of her face, and they none of them had her back. They weren't for her. For me, in that, like that's why like people may get like may look at me like, oh, like, I do believe, but how do I say this? I do believe you need some people to support you, but it has to be the right people. Same with a spouse. Like, if you're not gonna listen to the Holy Spirit or your woman's intuition about something, and you get messed off or whatever, then that's on you. You know what I mean? Like that is just crazy to me. And like I look at her life, and I was watching this interview thing or whatever, like this guy was like reiterating the thing about her getting CPS and whatever. And I was just thinking about like how scary it must feel for her. Like she was on that live just crying, 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 and I'm like, holy crap, I know that cry. That's a cry of like, I know I'm wrong and there's no going back. You know? When storms hit, there's nothing you can do. But I guess no, because it doesn't even matter. Like it doesn't matter if you're doing good or bad, or if you got rid of the drinking and the drugs, and like my house is nice and clean, and well, it's not that clean, but like I got rid of all the party life here. So it's just me and my kids. But I see how people watch and they judge and they listen and they judge and they watch. And yet there's no support for me taking care of them. And I'm not downplaying the people that have been supporting me and loving on me, because I truly, truly, truly appreciate it. And I ask God, I say, God, bless them and increase them somehow. And let them know that it came from you, from them helping me. Let them know that you bless them because they blessed me. But then like it's always like, oh, like this and that. And anyway, I'm not even gonna get into it because I don't even know how, these times, like, and like I said, when a storm hits, don't let go of God in that storm. Don't let go. Anyway,